mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to David's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, ZOE. So, Tomasz, who is ZOE to you?
This is ZOE, and while handing her a prize at the UK Weather Awards, I was struck on the head by a Perspex lightning bolt.
Right, Tomasz is
I gotta
weather.
hear that again, because I was thinking, in my mind, he was gonna say, this is ZOE, she is the lady that taught me that lambs are in fact baby sheep. Can you imagine? Okay. Sorry, I didn't hear.
This is ZOE, and while handing her a prize at the UK Weather Awards, I was struck on the head by a Perspex lightning bolt.
Right, Tomasz is weather woman. Scarlett, how do you know ZOE?
This is my old flatmate Zoe. We once discovered we'd been burgled when we arrived home dressed as burglars.
Scarlett's burgled burglar. And Lee, what's your relationship with ZOE?
This is Zoe. Together, we formed a search party and scoured a campsite by torchlight for a missing cuddly frog.
David's team, where will you begin?
Tomasz, this was at what awards?
The UK Weather Awards.
And what are the UK Weather Awards given for? Best rainstorm?
Could be the best national weather presenter, regional weather presenter.
Any more? And what was Zoe winning for?
She's a regional weather presenter from Northern Ireland.
And she won Best Regional Weather Presenter?
Yes.
And were you hosting the awards, or
No.
you were just there to give that award out?
I was just handing the prize to her.
And what happened?
At one point, there was just a noise and something hit my head. I had no idea what it was, and it fell from above. It was a Perspex thunderbolt. It was part of the decorations, the symbols, hanging above the
Part
stage.
of the set?
Yes.
And this thunderbolt
It
and
was-
lightning, was it very, very frightening? Did you do the fandango?
When it hit my head, I didn't obviously know it was a thunderbolt at the time until I saw it.
You didn't know what had hit you?
Exactly.
And then you saw what had hit you?
I was really surprised. Well, wouldn't you be?
Yes, I would be, yeah. I'd be surprised if it was true.
Who next, David?
I feel like he's getting defensive. I feel like he's lying, because his demeanor is very different to when he was just telling the truth. The tooth and nothing but the tooth.
Lee, what's the story here?
Zoe and I,
Yeah.
we had to do a late-night cuddly frog search by torchlight.
Yeah.
OK, so who did the cuddly frog belong to?
The cuddly frog belongs to Zoe's very young child.
How did you know Zoe?
Zoe was about 4 or 5 tents down from us. I didn't know Zoe at all.
Paint the picture for us, Lee. You're in the tent. Have you zipped up?
Oh, yeah, we're totally flat down.
Right. You and Mrs. Mack are cuddled together.
We are, you know, we're on our inflatable mattress.
Right. What?
Actually, no, Mrs. Mack is also inflatable.
Okay.
Very much an inflatable. The kids, they're not real either.
And then a rat-a-tat-tat.
You know, you don't do it on a tent, it wouldn't work. A flap, a flap, flap.
And what happened?
I heard a sort of distressed
Signal.
whimper, as the only way I could say. It's
A whimper. Now, who is this? This is Zoe, or is this still your wife?
This is not my wife. This is Zoe, who I don't know at this point is called Zoe.
No.
Zoe is outside the tent, sounding a bit distressed, and then I heard maybe 3 or 4 tents down the crying of a small child.
Oh.
Oh, where's my frog? He said, where's my frog? And I said, darling, we'll finish this in a moment. I must go out and see what's going on. So she put the Scrabble set away. So I stepped out of the tent and I said, are you OK? And she was a bit teary. She went, not really. My child's
I thought
taught...
she had a Northern Ireland accent. Oh, no,
No, that's me.
It can't all be true. Do you know that means that you're now not telling the truth? Think about the logic of that.
My advice to you, Scarlett, is to pretend that your former flatmate is also a Northern Irish weather presenter.
You know what's funny? I thought from, like, the 3 stories, it was hers.
I go outside the tent and I see that Zoe is a bit distressed. I said, madam, can I be
still
of any
do.
assistance to you?
What did you have on your feet?
What did I have on my feet? I had skis. What do you mean?
Well, hear me out. You've sprung into action.
Yes.
In the tent.
All right, I had springs on my feet.
There you go.
And I'm wondering, do you do your shoes and take a while? Or you sling on a pair of Crocs?
I had my slippers on, my lambskin slippers. And I went outside with my little slippers on, and I said, "Are you OK?" And she went, "No, my child's lost his toy, and he's getting very distressed, and he can't sleep without it." And I said, "Well, hey, you shouldn't be doing this on your own." I said, "Love, get out of the tent and have this one." Well, she was snoring at this point, so I got the torch, and we went searching for the frog.
Where did you find the frog?
Well, this is the interesting part of the story. You
I
said,
hope so.
hopefully. It was actually.
I thought it was a real frog, and when he said cuddly, it was just... I didn't realize he meant a toy frog saying cuddly. I thought it was just a frog that liked cuddling. Oh, dude, I'm just as silly as the weatherman. All right.
There's a small shop on camp, and it was in the fridge of the shop, and the shop was dark, but the fridge was lit up because the fridge stays on, and it was sitting in the fridge. The child has put the toy apparently in the fridge to play a game, forgotten about it, left it, and it's just stayed there.
You could see it behind the glass-fronted
And the
fridge.
shop was locked because it was night time, so we had to leave it. We couldn't. I'm going to break in through the skylight. I thought, I can't do that, can I? I can't break in for a soft toy with a woman I've never met. With a couple of torches, and we both had balaclavas on. It would have looked like...
Narstie, are you taking notes?
No, I think you're doing a drawing, aren't you?
I'm not offensive. You're just boring the life out of me.
I thought he fell asleep, dude.
I'm not sure attention span.
Now, Scarlett.
Yes.
Remind us how you know Zoe.
So, Zoe is my...
How you know Northern Ireland weatherwoman Zoe.
So, me and Zoe went to uni together, and we lived together, and we had been on a night out, got back, and discovered that we had been burgled whilst dressed as burglars.
Right, OK.
Why were you dressed as burglars?
So, when you do initiations, because we were in the hockey society together, we had to dress as burglars, because we were in the first year, and then the second and third years dressed as cops. So we went out and we had swag bags, masks, stripy jumper, and then came back and discovered we'd been burgled. So obviously when the police rocked up, they thought we were joking. And we were in hysterics. I was just stood there with my swag bag like, we've been burgled.
Did the police think you'd burgled it yourselves?
I just think they thought it was like a uni prank.
Right.
Are you sure they were police? Because you said it was a cops and robbers party.
They legit workers, we'd rang them, yeah.
Right, OK.
And what was funny is my friend Sarah's mum came to pick me and Sarah up, and when she went in my bedroom, she started crying. She was like, "Oh my God, look what they've done." And I was like, "No, Wendy, this was just my room." My room was just a mess. They just took my laptop off my bed, it's fine.
Why would they smear that on the walls?
Oh, God.
Is it? Nastie's saying you don't look the same age.
Yeah, man, that's some Back to the Future Marty McFly business.
I actually totally think they do. That was one of my first thoughts when she said they both went to uni together. I was like, all right, that checks out because they look the same age. What is he seeing? Or am I the one that's crazy? Or am I the one that's crazy? I totally thought that checked out. Also, I mean, people can go to university at any age. So that's not... Like, I get that normally it's right after college, but sometimes it isn't.
If you was in the same uni, you must be a first grade and she was at least a year above you. No offence, Zoe.
Just what?
How old do you think I am?
All right, you look, realistically... Yeah.
Realistically?
This is no time for realism.
Early 20s, late 20s?
No, I'm not. I'm not early 20s.
Late 20s?
I'm 28 this year.
So late 20s then?
Yeah.
Yeah? You go,
Mid to
girl.
high 20s.
Yeah? Mid to high 20s, yeah? Boom.
Oh, Narstie, please
Zoe.
be nice.
You look like me, baby girl. You could be in your 30s.
Can I ask you a question, Narstie? Have you ever met a woman?
Who's that? But you gotta be honest. We're trying to save people's lives right now.
Are we?
Feelings like you want the truth. You can't handle the truth. It's true, though, isn't it? It's like me saying, raw, I was in school with my mum.
Yeah, but Zoe's younger than me. Zoe is legit younger than me.
No,
I
because
believe
she
that.
was finding her kid's frog.
No, she...
Let's just say, boom, move on. Prue, what do you think?
I believe half of Lee's story. Is that all right?
Well, that's
No.
a first.
Narstie.
Yeah, Tabernacle Man.
What?
Narstie.
Yeah, Tabernacle Man.
Well,
Okay, yeah.
he definitely means you, Tomasz.
What's the name of our Prime Minister again? What's that?
Theresa May.
Yeah, see,
I mean, although at time of broadcast it won't be.
Well, she had malfunctions on her set and things dropped down on
That's
the
a very good point.
Yes,
Narstie.
things happen
exactly
on the weather all
what
the
he's
time.
talking about.
Yeah.
That's true, actually, yeah. This is like one of those buddy cop movies, isn't it? Where the two different cops have been paired together. I really don't think this is going to work, but we'll give it a go. But you get...
That's a very good impression of Big Narstie.
Right?
Well, my team doesn't think it's Scarlett, so we're ruling out Scarlett,
Right.
and then it has to be one of Lee or Tomasz. Oh,
Knacker Man.
all right.
You're going
We'll
with
go with
Tomasz.
Tomasz.
The utter excitement. Oh my god. This guy's fun. Okay. I think it's Scarlett, honestly. I feel like Thomas's demeanor just completely changed from the time he was telling the truth before. We're not going to believe Lee Mack. And just so many things I feel just make sense with Scarlett. And when she said about the northern accent, I can relate to that because to me, she mixed the stories and thought Lee Mack had said that before and just was going to roll with it. But it was actually, like, I've made those kind of mistakes before, so I think it's her. I think it is. So I don't know.
No. It's not you. Here we go. Zoe, would you please reveal your...
You know what's better? And This Is My, it's a round where nobody presses the button. Oh, man, please give the man a story so he can press a button.
It's not you. Here we go. Zoe, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Zoe, and Scarlett and I discovered we've been burgled while
Yes. Zoe is Scarlett's burgled burglar. Thank you very much, Zoe.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what Big Nasty's tripping on, dude. They look very similar age groups. And especially, like, girls that would kind of be not exactly the same, but have stuff in common to, like, be friends. I don't know what he's tripping on.